Why hello there, it is Richard the Urban Warlock here from Urban Warlock Healing. So I'm going to be doing a general collective reading. Not sure where it's going to be going yet, but it's going to be present 2 months later, 2 months after that. So present, 2 months, 4 months. If you are new to me, I am a bit of an old bullshit reader. So if you like my style, please give me a follow. I've got lots of content on my TikTok. So, just to remind you, as we're going to be dipping into the future, that tarot is not fixed. There are a couple of fixed cards in there. The universe says it's got to happen, no way around it, but for the most part it's not. So if this does resonate, okay, it's a collective reading, take what resonates, and you go on to the future readings, just remember that you have the power to change it. Okay, most people don't, because most people don't like making their lives uncomfortable in the short term to make the long term happier and more prosperous. They stick with it and it plays out. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some cards and we'll get started. So this is the present situation and it's looking very, very good indeed. Very good indeed. Right, so just before I start, tarot split into two types of cards. So we have the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. I like to mention the minors because they run like a standard deck of cards. So we've got 4 suits, start at 8, so go through 10, then we've got the court cards. The numbers can signify where you're on a cycle. So life runs in various types all at once and just gives an indication of where we're at and where we need to get to. So with these 3 cards here, okay, we're looking at endings and new beginnings for this collective. So the first card we have is the Fool card. So the Fool is the very first card in the tarot deck. Now the Fool isn't a fool, the Fool is called a fool because he gets his little bag, he goes off with his little bumpy dog and he goes off wandering. Okay, no real plan, nothing set in stone. It's about living in the moment, going out there without loads of experience and just seeing what happens. If anything comes along the way the Fool doesn't like, they'll just sidestep it because, like I said, there's no long-term plan there. The other thing with the Fool card, it's often called the leap of faith. He's on the cliff edge there. Okay. For me, I'm not going leap of faith. I'm going more just living in the moment and experiencing things. The reason why is I'll come to in a second. Well, next card we've got is the Ace of Cups. So cups relates to water. We're generally talking about something on an emotional level. You'll notice that the cup is overfilling with water. So it's talking about an abundance on an emotional level. Now, aces aren't about starting something new. They're about bringing in a new energy. So it's about going, right, what do I want long term? So at the moment, we're kind of wandering around enjoying life. But on the back burner, we're going, right, long term, what's going to make me happy? What's going to fulfill me? Okay. Probably not ready to start anything yet because you're still wandering. And also, we've got the World card. So the World card is the last of the major arcana cards. It's about cycle complete. It's when some big cycle in our lives comes to an end and we start closing it off. So that can be the end of a relationship, end of a friendship, end of a family situation, end of a job that you've been doing for a while. It's in the upright position, so it's telling me that this collective is going with it, going with the flow. So that's good to see. So let's continue. Okay, so we then got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse. So wands relates to elements of fire. We're generally talking about taking some kind of action. Now with the court cards, they can represent an energy within ourselves or they can be the energy of somebody else. Now, let's start with Page. So Page is a more youthful energy. Okay, they don't have the knowledge of the kings and the queens and they don't have the forward motion of the knights. They're more about giving something a go. Okay, so some readers call them children. I go more teenage age. So when I think back to when I was a teenager and the world seemed limitless, I'd get out there and go give things a go. And if they didn't work out, I wouldn't be too overly fussed. With the knights, they're more about forward motion. Now you'll notice that the Knight of Wands horse is leaping in, galloping in. So in the upright position, it talks about something coming in really fast, some action really being taken. Now they're both in reverse, so they're talking about holding off on rushing something. I feel that this relates to yourselves, the querent, and I feel it's because you're in this energy of closing something down and just enjoying being in the moment. You're not rushing in with anything. You'd probably be it's a bit of a tricky one really, because on one hand you're not giving things a go, but on the other hand you are, because you've got the Fool card there. I feel it's a little bit more it's more along the lines of not giving things a go. That I want to say that you're expected to. I feel like there's a bit of expectation on this collective, and they've shaken it off. They're shaking off the shackles of expectation from others. Overall outcome card in the present, we've got Strength. Okay, I don't need to explain that card. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You found your inner strength. Okay, and again, it's because you've come up to this big cycle completing your life. Obstacles or blockages, the Hermit card. Okay, now the Hermit card in the upright position, it is a positive card. It talks about withdrawal. It's either mental or physical. It's normally on a mental level. It's normally when we ponder what's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction are we going in next. What this is saying is live in the moment. Don't sit and ponder things, okay? Because like I say, we've got that Fool card there. Final card for this spread, removing any blockages. Ace of Swords in the reverse. The Swords relates to the element of air. It's generally speaking about the way we think and the words we use. Now again, it's another ace, so it's about bringing in a new energy. Okay, it's in the reverse, so this for me is saying just hold off on thinking about changing your thought processes. Okay, you're going through a big shift, a big shift. Something big has come to an end. You're starting something new. You've found that inner strength. You're not rushing anymore. You're not running around giving this a go and that a go. I want to say that Fool card's more about being free, okay? And you're focusing more on what makes me happy rather than what people expect of me, okay? I'm going to stop there. If you're enjoying and it resonates, please go to part 2, 2 months down the line.